Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Speak English Naturally. I'm Ellie.
And I'm Jane. We are so happy you are here with us today.
Today, we have a very special episode for our English learners, especially those at levels A2 and B1. We are going to summarize a classic book slowly and clearly.
That's right. We will help you understand the story, learn new words, and practice listening to natural English. Our goal is to make it easy for you.
So, which book are we talking about today, Jane?
Today we are summarizing Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. It's a wonderful, imaginative story. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland.
Oh, that's a fantastic choice. It's full of interesting characters and strange places. So, let's start at the beginning of Alice's journey.
Yes, let's begin. The story starts with a young girl named Alice. She is sitting with her sister by a river. It's a very hot and boring day, you know. She feels a little sleepy.
Right, so Alice is bored. And then something very unusual happens. What does she see, Jane?
Well, she sees a white rabbit, and this rabbit is not normal. It has pink eyes, and it is wearing a coat and a waistcoat. And it has a pocket watch.
A rabbit with a watch and clothes. That's very strange, right? So Alice sees a rabbit wearing clothes and carrying a watch.
Exactly. The rabbit is in a hurry. It says, oh dear, I shall be too late." And then it runs into a large rabbit hole. Alice is very curious.
Curiosity is a big part of Alice's character, isn't it? So, she follows the white rabbit. She jumps down the rabbit hole too. This is a very important moment.
Yes, she jumps down, but this rabbit hole is not like a normal hole. It goes down, down, down for a very long time. Alice sees many things as she falls, like cupboards and bookshelves.
It's like a long, slow dream, isn't it? So she falls for a long time, past many strange objects. Finally, she lands in a new place.
She lands softly, not hurt, and she finds herself in a long hallway with many doors. She tries to open them, but they are all locked. She feels a little stuck.
Locked doors can be frustrating. So she's in a hallway with many locked doors. Then she sees a small table. What's on the table, Jane?
On the table there is a tiny golden key, and with this key she finds a very small door. It's too small for her to go through, but she can see a beautiful garden on the other side.
A beautiful garden, but she can't enter. This is a common feeling for her in Wonderland, wanting something but not being able to reach it. So, she's too big for the door.
Right, but then she finds a bottle with a label that says, "Drink me." Alice is a bit careful, but she drinks it. And guess what happens?
She changes size, doesn't she? So she drinks from the bottle and she becomes very, very small.
Exactly. Now she is small enough to go through the door. But there's a problem. She forgot the key on the table, and now she's too small to reach it.
Oh no, that's a classic Alice problem. So she's small, but she can't reach the key. What does she find next that helps her change size again?
She finds a small cake, and on the cake it says, "Eat me." So she eats the cake, and this time she grows very, very big.
She grows so big that her head touches the ceiling. She is so sad because she can't get into the garden. She starts to cry many tears.
She cries so many tears that a pool of tears forms around her. It's a very strange situation, you know. She is too big and crying a lot. So many tears, like a pool.
Yes, a pool of her own tears. While she's in this pool, she sees the white rabbit again. He drops his gloves and a fan. Alice picks them up.
And when she uses the fan, she starts to shrink again. The fan makes her small. This book is full of magic and changes, isn't it?
It really is. So she shrinks because of the fan. She becomes very tiny, almost disappearing in the pool of tears with some animals.
Yes, she meets a mouse, a dodo, a lory, and an eaglet in the pool. They all have a strange race called a caucus race to dry themselves.
A caucus race? What kind of race is that? Can you explain it simply, Jane?
Well, they run in a circle and there's no clear winner. Everyone just runs until they are dry. It's a bit silly, you know, but it makes them dry. So they run in a circle and everyone wins in a way.
That's very Wonderland. After the race, Alice finds herself growing large again and then small. Her size keeps changing. It's very confusing for her.
She eventually enters a house, the White Rabbit's house. But she grows so big inside the house that her arm and leg stick out of the windows.
The White Rabbit gets very angry. He thinks Alice is a monster. He and other animals try to get her out of the house. They throw stones and cakes at her.
But the cakes make her small again. So Alice becomes small and runs away from the house. She meets a very interesting creature next, the caterpillar.
Ah, the caterpillar. This character is very important. He is sitting on a mushroom and smoking a pipe. He asks Alice, "Who are you?"
And Alice doesn't know how to answer. Her size has changed so many times, she feels like she's not herself anymore. The caterpillar gives her advice about the mushroom.
He tells her that one side of the mushroom will make her grow taller, and the other side will make her grow smaller. So, she eats pieces of the mushroom to control her size.
This is very useful for Alice. She learns how to control her size with the mushroom pieces. So she uses the mushroom to become taller or smaller.
Absolutely. After leaving the caterpillar, she uses the mushroom to become the right size and continues her adventure. She goes deeper into Wonderland.
She arrives at a duchess's house. It's a very noisy and chaotic place. There's a cook throwing plates and a baby that turns into a pig.
A baby turns into a pig. That's truly mad. And then she meets the Cheshire Cat, one of the most famous characters in the book.
The Cheshire Cat is wonderful. It can appear and disappear, leaving only its smile behind. It's a very mysterious cat.
It gives Alice some strange advice, too, about which way to go. He tells her that everyone in Wonderland is mad, including Alice herself.
Yes, we're all mad here, he says. This is a very famous line. So the Cheshire Cat says everyone is crazy in Wonderland.
Next, Alice finds herself at a very unusual tea party. This is another very famous scene.
The Mad Hatter, the March Hare, and a sleeping dormouse are at the tea party. But they are not drinking tea. They are asking riddles and changing places all the time.
It's a never-ending tea party because they are stuck at 6 o'clock forever. The Mad Hatter and March Hare are very rude and confusing. Alice tries to join but leaves because it's too strange.
She leaves the tea party very frustrated. She thinks they are very silly. So she leaves the Mad Hatter and the March Hare.
After the tea party, Alice comes to a garden. Here she sees card soldiers painting white roses red. Why are they doing that, Jane?
Because they made a mistake. They planted white roses, but the Queen of Hearts only likes red roses. If the Queen sees white roses, she will cut off their heads.
Oh, the Queen of Hearts. She is a very scary character. She is the ruler of Wonderland. She loves to shout, "Off with their heads."
Yes, she is very aggressive, and she wants to play a game of croquet. But it's not a normal croquet game.
How is it different, Jane? How do they play croquet in Wonderland?
Well, they use flamingos as mallets to hit hedgehogs, which are the balls, and the card soldiers are the hoops. It's very difficult and unfair because the animals move all the time.
That sounds impossible. So, flamingos are bats, hedgehogs are balls, and card soldiers are hoops. It's a crazy game. The queen keeps shouting, "Off with their heads."
During the game, Alice sees the Cheshire Cat's head appear in the air. The queen wants to cut off its head, but she can't because there's no body.
That makes sense. You can't cut off a head if it's just a head. So, the queen is very frustrated with the Cheshire Cat.
Finally, Alice is called to a trial. The Knave of Hearts is accused of stealing the queen's tarts. A tart is like a small pie, often with fruit.
So a trial. This is a court case where they decide if someone is guilty or not guilty. The King of Hearts is the judge.
Many of the strange characters Alice met before are there, like the Mad Hatter and the Dormouse. Alice is also called as a witness.
As the trial goes on, Alice starts to feel confused and annoyed. The rules don't make sense and the evidence is silly. She also starts to grow bigger again.
Yes, she grows and grows. The king tells her she is too big to be a witness and she should leave. But Alice is brave and says, "Who cares for you? You're nothing but a pack of cards."
That's a very powerful moment for Alice. She stands up to them, and as she says this, all the card soldiers fly up into the air and fall down on her.
And suddenly Alice wakes up. She is back by the river with her sister. The cards were falling, but in reality they were just leaves falling on her face.
It was all a dream. Her sister smiles and asks Alice to tell her about her dream. So, Alice's adventures in Wonderland was a dream.
Yes, a wonderful, crazy dream. It's a story about growing up, about rules, and about imagination. Alice learns a lot in her dream.
It truly is a fantastic story for anyone, and especially for English learners. The language is often simple, and the story is very engaging. What did you think about the summary, Jane?
I loved it. It's amazing how much happens in one dream. Alice changes so much, not just her size, but also how she feels about herself. She becomes more confident.
She certainly does. And for our listeners, we hope this summary helped you understand the main parts of Alice's adventures in Wonderland. Did you follow the story easily?
We hope so. If there was anything unclear, or if you have questions about any vocabulary, please let us know in the comments below. We love hearing from you.
Yes, please do comment. And if you enjoyed this summary, please give this video a like button. It really helps our channel grow and reach more English learners like you.
And don't forget to subscribe to Speak English Naturally. Click the subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss our next episode.
That's right, subscribe and hit the bell. Now, for our next episode, we are going to summarize another beloved classic. Are you ready for it, Jane?
I am. What's next on our list?
Next time, we will be summarizing Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie, another magical story with flying children and pirates.
Oh, Peter Pan! That sounds wonderful. We'll visit Neverland together. So next time, Peter Pan.
Yes, Peter Pan. So get ready for that. Thank you again for joining us today on Speak English Naturally. We hope you learned something new and enjoyed our summary.
Keep practicing your English every day. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next episode for Peter Pan.
Goodbye for now.
Bye-bye.